My name's Vincent Smith. I work at the Natural History Museum in London, and I also work on, or I'm the coordinator of this new project called Vibrant, which is a new EU-funded project under the Virtual Research Communities call. It's quite a large project, 17 partners in total across 9 countries. And what we're trying to do is integrate more effectively all the researchers that are working on biodiversity across Europe. At the moment, the network is very fragmented. There's all sorts of interesting services and tools, but no one can easily get access to those tools. So Vibrant is about pulling this all together and creating what we call a virtual research environment, which is a single space where users can come in and access those tools. Firstly, it provides a structured space on the web where you can store and manage and share your data for your particular community. But on top of that, we provide particular services for things like building identification keys to help people identify different species, for building evolutionary trees. One of the big problems is it takes lots of computational power to build evolutionary trees that help us tell us the different evolutionary relationships between species. And so that's 2 of the services that we'll be building in. We'll also be building in tools to help aggregate all the information across these different virtual research communities. If you're a relatively naive user and you want to find a particular piece of information about some particular biodiversity facet, you're going to maybe go to Google, you're going to perhaps have a real hard time to find some specific information. So the portal that we construct as part of Vibrant will help aggregate a lot of that information, pull it together into one space, and make it easier for people to find. The kinds of people that are using these tools are very, very varied. We have firstly scientists, so high-level scientists, the people that describe the flora and fauna all across the planet and all sorts of obscure places as well. Our user base is not just European, but that's actually a fairly small section of overall of our user community. There's a much larger network of what I would call professional amateurs. So these are people who work to professional standards, but they might not have a traditional academic affiliation or perhaps even not be paid for the specific work they do. They simply have a passion and an interest in a particular taxonomic group. So those are the 2 key groups. And then for a few selective projects that we've got a few citizen science projects where we're trying to engage members of the public to help do some work for us. We have lots of situations where, frankly, the only way of getting the information we need is by lots of people engaging and extracting information from images and perhaps collecting metadata from images of things like specimen labels from museum collections. That's something that requires a lot of effort, and the only way that we can get that data is by engaging members of the public.